WTO is one of the major organizations promoting international trade. In this session, we'll try and understand why and how WTO was formed. Genesis of WTO goes back to the Second World War period in late 1940s when economies of US and most European countries were disrupted following the war and Great Depression of 1930s. United Nations Conference on Trade and Employment was convened at Havana in November 1947, which was attended by delegates from 44 nations who agreed upon a series of new rules for the post-World War II international economic system. During the Bretton Woods Conference in 1944, it was proposed to create three institutions, that is World Bank, IMF, and ITO, or International Trade Organization, which was proposed to handle the trade side of international economic cooperation. More than 50 countries negotiated to create an international trade organization, which was supposed to be a specialized agency of the United Nations. ITO Charter was to include rules on employment, commodity agreements, restrictive business practices, international investment, and services. Around 15 countries had begun talks in December 1945 to reduce and bind custom tariff. After the Second World War, they wanted to give an early boost to trade liberalization and to end the legacy of protectionist measure which remained in place from the early 1930s. The first round of negotiation resulted in a package of trade rules and 45,000 trade concessions affecting $10 million of trade. Number of countries negotiating tariff concessions increased from 15 to 23, and finally, the deal for reducing tariff was signed on 30th October 1947. General Agreement on Tariff and Trade was formed, with 23 founding members officially known as contracting parties. The tariff concessions came into effect by 30th June 1948. These 23 countries were also part of larger group negotiating the ITO Charter. The Havana Conference began on 21st November 1947, less than a month after GATT was signed. The ITO Charter was finally agreed in Havana in March 1948, but the Charter required ratification from some national legislatures. There was serious opposition in the US Congress, even though the US government had been one of the driving forces. In 1950, the United States government announced that it would not seek ratification of the Havana Charter, and the ITO was effectively dead. So GATT became the only multilateral instrument governing international trade from 1948 until the WTO was established in 1995. By 1994, 123 countries were signatories of GATT. Though GATT remained provisional for 47 years since its inception in 1947, still it facilitated tariff reductions. Average tariff on manufactured goods in developed countries declined from 40% to 4%. As can be seen in this table, initially various rounds of negotiation, that is Geneva, NC, Tokyo, and Dillon round, focused on reducing the tariff. For the first time in Kennedy round, issues related to anti-dumping was taken up for negotiations. During Tokyo round, non-tariff barriers were discussed among member countries along with the framework of agreement. Finally, discussions during Uruguay round led to the formation of WTO. Also, many issues like trade and services, textile, agriculture, intellectual property, dispute settlement were also taken up during this round. Thus, World Trade Organization, or WTO, formed in 1995, is an international organization that deals with global rules of trade between nations. It provides a framework for conduct of international trade in goods and services and lays down the rights and obligations of governments in the form of multilateral agreements. Various functions of WTO are to facilitate the implementation, administration, and operation of trade agreements, to provide a forum for further negotiation among member countries, settlement of disputes among its member countries, to carry out periodic reviews of the trade policy of its member countries, to assist developing countries in trade policy issues through technical assistance and training programs, and to cooperate with other international organizations. WTO is a member-driven, consensus-based organization where all major decisions are made by its members. The WTO agreements have been ratified by all the member countries. Unlike other international organizations such as World Bank and IMF, in WTO, the power is not delegated to the board of directors or the organization's head. Three broad areas of trade covered by WTO are trade in goods, trade in services, intellectual property, and dispute settlement. Some of the principles of the multilateral trading system under WTO are non-discrimination, liberal trade, transparency, fair trade, special privileges, and concern for environment. All these principles have been explained in more details in the video on protectionism, international trade, and WTO. In this slide, we'll try and look at the difference between GATT and WTO. So GATT remained a provisional agreement and organization, whereas WTO commitments are permanent in nature. GATT rules mainly are applied to trade in goods, whereas the WTO covers other areas such as services, intellectual property, dispute settlement, etc. GATT had contracting parties, whereas WTO has members. GATT was essentially a set of rules of multilateral treaty with no institutional foundation, whereas WTO is a permanent institution with its own secretariat. A country could essentially follow domestic legislation even if it violated a provision of the GATT agreement, which is not allowed by WTO. In WTO, almost all the agreements are multilateral in nature, involving commitment of the entire membership, whereas a number of GATT provisions were plurilateral and therefore selective. Hope this session helped you in understanding why WTO evolved and what are roles, objectives, and principles of WTO. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos on various agreements of WTO.